Hi everyone, welcome to Engineered Math. In this video, I will teach you about Introduction to Fractions. So what are fractions? So basically, fractions represent part of a whole. So we know that examples of fractions are 1/2, 4/5, 3/4, 9/10, 11/8, 1 1/2, and so on. But what does each fraction mean? Or how can we describe 1/2, 4/5, 3/4, 9/10, 11/8, 1 1/2, and so on? So in order for us to define the meaning or value of a particular fraction, let's have first the parts of fractions. So basically, we have two parts of fractions, namely the numerator and denominator. So the numerator represents the number of parts taken from the whole, while the denominator represents the number of parts the whole is being divided. So let's say, for example, we have the fraction 3/4. So always for fractions, the numerators and denominators are being separated by a line between them. Okay, which is this line, right? So where is the numerator and denominator? So in this fraction, 3 is the numerator, while 4 is the denominator. So it means that the whole is being divided into 4 equal parts, and 3 of the 4 equal parts is taken away or considered. That's why for a whole, when it is divided into 4 equal parts and 3 of the parts is taken away or considered, the value of the fraction taken away is 3/4. So another example, let's say we have a whole pizza. Okay, usually the pizza is being divided into 8 equal parts, right? So if I try to eat 2 slices of pizza, let's say I will shade the 2 slices of pizza that I will eat. I can represent the fraction of the pizza that I ate as 2/8. Right? So the denominator is 8 because the whole pizza, the whole circle, is divided into 8 equal parts. Right? And the numerator is 2 because I ate 2 slices of pizza. So the part of the pizza that I ate is represented as the fraction 2/8. Okay? So if I try this time to consider the fraction of pizza that remains after I have eaten 2 slices, it will be now equal to 6/8. So same denominator because still the pizza is divided into 8 equal parts. And since I consider the number of slices that is left, which is 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The numerator will be 6. So the fraction of the pizza that is left is 6/8. Okay? So now that we know the concepts of fractions, let's now discuss the different types of fractions. So the first type of fractions is similar fractions. So similar fractions are fractions with the same denominators. So examples of similar fractions are 2/7, 3/7, 4/7, 5/7, 6/7, and so on. So they are similar fractions because from the definition, all of these fractions have the same denominators, which is 7. Okay? The next type is dissimilar fractions. So dissimilar fractions, on the other hand, are fractions with different denominators. So for example, 1/2, 3/4, 7/6, 5/8. So all of these fractions are dissimilar fractions because they have different denominators of 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay? Next, we also have the so-called proper fractions. So proper fractions are fractions whose numerator is smaller than the denominator. So examples are 1/2, 3/4, 5/7, 8/10, and so on. So all of these fractions are proper fractions because, as we can see, all of their numerators are less than their denominators. So 1 is less than 2, 3 is less than 4, 5 is less than 7, and 8 is less than 10. Okay? So the next type is the opposite of improper fractions. So meaning, improper fractions are fractions whose numerator is larger than the denominator. So for example, 3/2, 4/3, 11 over 9, 13 over 7. So these are all examples of improper fractions because the numerators are larger than the denominators. So 3 is greater than 2, 4 is greater than 3, 11 is greater than 9, and 13 is greater than 7. Okay? The last type of fractions is the mixed fractions or mixed numbers. So mixed fractions or mixed numbers are fractions that have both a whole number and a fraction. So for example, 1 and 1/2, 3 and 2/3, 4 and 1/5, 6 and 7/9, and so on. So they are called mixed fractions or mixed numbers because they include a whole number together with fractions. Okay? So by the way, mixed numbers and improper fractions are related to one another because we can convert a mixed number to improper fraction and an improper fraction to a mixed number. So later on, we will discuss how to convert mixed number to improper fraction and vice versa. Okay? So basically, these are the introduction to fractions. So we now know the definition and parts of fractions as well as the different types of fractions like similar fractions, dissimilar fractions, proper fractions, improper fractions, and mixed fractions or mixed numbers. Okay? Okay, so I think that's it for this topic. So I hope you learned something from this video and thank you for watching.